Welcome to Castlevania Advance Collection. Guys, this was a surprise reveal a couple weeks ago, and I just got a key to play this on Steam. And man, is this a good value. I gotta tell you guys, fans of Castlevania, I mean, you guys have got to be like rolling on the floor just in glee. Like, oh my god, the Advance Collection is here. And it also includes an SNES game, which we'll get to in just a second here. But you're getting 4 games for $20. And these are all good games. That's the thing. If you are a fan, if you haven't played Castlevania and you're a fan of Metroidvania games, this is definitely a good package to start with, to be quite honest, because you're getting 3 really good Game Boy Advance Castlevania games and a really good SNES game. So this is cream of the crop for Castlevania as it goes. So 4 games, $20. You know, the thing I keep thinking about too is that I know that the original Castlevania collection that has been out for a couple of years now, it's crazy because that has been on sale for like $5, you know, within the past year or two. And the fact that you're getting all of those games for $5 is already a great deal. But I just imagine that in the future, if you haven't jumped onto this already good deal of getting these 4 games, at some point, if this is $5, $10 or whatever, it's like, my God, the value, you know? So anyway, I digress though. As you can tell already, if you guys are wondering if this is a good collection or not, I completely recommend it. For $20, I think that this is a really, really good buy. So what are you getting with the Castlevania Advance Collection? Well, I'll show you. Let's jump in. So you are getting the 3 Game Boy Advance games as we were talking about. Castlevania Circle of the Moon, Harmony of Dissonance, and Arya Osaro. And of course you are getting, released on the SNES, Castlevania Dracula X, which, if you're wondering, the first 3 games are your more Symphony of the Night, Metroidvania, you know, go through a huge castle, collect abilities, return to places you haven't been with new abilities, you know, take out bosses, very Metroid style, right? The first 3 games are that. You're leveling up, collecting equipment, that kind of stuff. Dracula X is a more throwback Castlevania game, you know, considering it's a Super Nintendo game, that shouldn't be too surprising. However, it's also very good. And I gotta say, playing between the SNES games, or rather the SNES game and the Game Boy Advance games, I'm actually quite impressed with how good the sprites were for the SNES game. Not that they're bad on the Game Boy Advance, but you could tell there's definitely some really nice sprite work done in the Super Nintendo game. We'll jump into that in just a second here. One of the other things you could do is unlock gallery items, so you can unlock pictures to look at. There's a music player from all the games if you want to listen to the music. One of the other things you might be super interested in, though, is the fact that you can actually pick between the different versions of the game. Of course, you know, between different countries and everything, there's always going to be slight little differences. So for the hardcore Castlevania fan, you could jump into any version you want. Or, you know, if this version of Castlevania Advance Collection was released in Europe, you could switch to the European version if you're more used to that, or you could switch to the Japanese version if you were more used to that in your region. You know, I think it's cool that they released this. It's probably easier on their part because, you know, they can release one version of the game that has it all in there, but super, super cool. All right, let's jump into Castlevania Circle of the Moon. I plan to show off all 4 games. I'm going to try to do it quickly here, guys, but at least give you an idea what the games are about. So, Circle of the Moon was the first released Game Boy Advance game. Came out in 2001. Wow, 20 years ago at this point. It's crazy to think, isn't it? But what we're going to do here is we're actually going to jump into the menu, because this is one of the features I love most about, you know, any of these retro collections that come out, is the fact that you could save wherever you want and then come back to it whenever you want. I love it, you know. So if we go to load, you can see I'm actually right here. We're going to load my save up. And honestly, this is the one that I played first a couple days ago, and I do not remember where I left off. But if you look on the map here, you can see that I have made a bit of progress. You know, I found a couple save points and whatnot, but we're making our way over here. So here you are. Oh boy, knocked me back pretty far there. Oh geez. This is not starting out well, is it? Okay, get your bearings, RC. So like I was saying, with every kill you do gain experience. You can see that our next level is actually coming up here in 12, so we'll grab a level here, which is kind of nice. There we go, take that guy out. How close are we? Okay, so we need to kill one more of those guys. So this guy has a dash ability now that I got, so he can run a bit quicker. Take that guy, there's our level up. Anytime you level up, you're obviously going to get more strong. And check that. So now we got to get 254 more experience points here. Where are we heading? Looks like we just want to head to the right. We have not gotten an ability to like jump up too high yet. The other area towards the front of the game where you start, they have this really high jump that you have to try to get past, and I just do not have that jump yet. Try to take this guy out without getting hit. Impossible task. One of the things I've noticed about this Game Boy Advance game, because I believe I played this one back in the day when it came out, but I have not touched it since. But the controls, I feel, are a little stiff, and I feel that gets worked on with the future versions of, or the future releases on the Game Boy Advance here. All right, so we can't make it through there. So are we even heading the right place? We have a place down at the bottom left over there. Yeah, because it doesn't appear to be a way to get in here. Let's take this guy out. Maybe there's a false wall? Nope. Nothing like that there. Just trying to get my bearings straight here where we need to go. Okay, we need to go up. But if I remember right, though, I went all the way over here. We couldn't jump up there. See, this is what I was talking about. Like, we need to get, like, a higher jump or something. We cannot make that jump. There's no way. So we need to head back this way. Also, want to let you guys know, too, that I am not great at these games. I played a little bit of them. And I am not good. I'm still getting my bearings straight here. Yeah, I guess we're gonna head... Okay, we can head all the way back down to the bottom of this place. I see. Watch out for enemies. One thing I definitely like about this game, though, is the music. It just, like, kind of has me, like, sitting here like, yeah, you know? I don't think we've gone this way yet. Alright, so this was another save point that we missed. There's always the thing with Castlevania, right? You never know if you were passing up a save point or whatever. You gotta check all those rooms, right? But then again, you never know if that room has a, you know, something real scary in it that you can't get past, right? So showing off the save system at any point, you know, you could go back here, save over your save, boom, look at that. And of course, you don't have to save in a save room. You can save anywhere, which I think is like super, super handy. Okay, we went through there. All right, we want to go to the very bottom. Here we go. Oh, Jesus, this guy. All right, so we encountered this guy previously, but we couldn't defeat him. He was, like, really annoying. Here we go. Picking up a Hearts Max Increase. We weren't able to defeat that guy because he was pretty powerful. He killed me the first time. And I cannot... See, this is one of those abilities again, right? You're going to have to get some kind of wall jump or something like that to get up there, so I haven't unlocked that just yet. Jump those. Metroidvania is right, just trying to figure out where in the hell you gotta go. I don't feel that we got a dash ability. So what is the dash ability gonna help me do in these spots over here? I don't know. I'm trying to hit that stupid brain thing that's up there. There we go. Takes a lot of hits. Still alive. The reason being is because these little worms that it throws out. There we go. Those can actually poison you. So right now you can see I'm actually poisoned. Those things get really, really annoying. Those guys out. But yeah, the controls do feel a little stiff at first. You get used to them. I kind of wish that the dash would activate a little. You got to hit forward twice for the dash to activate. So sometimes I find myself kind of getting caught up in the moment trying to figure out, like, okay, how do I get past this? I keep trying to dash, but it won't let me dash. Find the bats. Not hard to defeat, but it can be very annoying. I've also found these treasure rooms, which I do not remember how these work either. That's what happens when you played a game, you know, 20 years ago. You don't tend to retain every little thing about it, right? At least I don't, that's for sure. I feel like I've met other people who just have like an amazing memory. They can remember all that stuff. They're like, oh yeah, I remember back, you know. I feel like most people's like gaming memories are mostly just like, oh yeah, I remember when I was a kid and I did this, and it's like their memory's a little fuzzy. Like, yeah, I'm sure you did that, but I'm sure it didn't happen all in that sequence, right? Oh jeez, I am getting my ass kicked here. Oh, didn't get past. I am just trying to make my way back here so I can try to figure out where exactly we need to go. Here's a way we haven't gone yet. Oh yep, and this was the area where I couldn't figure out how to jump higher to get up there. So, and I definitely can't jump from there and make it. It's just not enough. So, ran right into that. Got it. And okay, there's a way we haven't gone yet, but I think this is another one of those treasure rooms here. Yeah, it was. Can we get past this now? Can't get past there yet either. So there you go, guys. Welcome to Metroidvanias, right? Where you'll be searching where to go for a while. Oh, don't get hit. We're getting close to death here. Are we close to us? There is a save point down there. So this is where we started. And I think I saw that there was a door up this way, so let's see what's up there. Then I think we'll be jumping into the next game after this portion here. Why can I not make that jump? Doesn't look like it, even though that's looks like where, yeah, looks like that's where we're supposed to go. Almost looks like I need to, like, you know, do the whole, like, slide thing in there, because this guy can do that slide move, but I'm not really sure. Alright, guys, well, I'm gonna have to come back to this another time and figure out where in the hell I'm supposed to go. But I will figure that out later. For now, we are gonna go back to... the menu here, and we're going to check out Harmony of Dissonance. Now, Harmony of Dissonance I did not play a whole lot of, but I do recall that what I played of it, the controls didn't feel as stiff. They felt a little better. They're still a little stiff, like if you compare it to... But, you know, the interesting thing, the comment about the controls feeling stiff and stuff, I mean, Castlevania has always kind of felt that way, you know, it's not unique to any of these games or anything like that. It's always like, you know, the Belmonts and whoever, they've always felt like slightly stiff with their movement. We're gonna go up here, and according to this map, by the way, with this particular map setup that I'm using here, you can go into the menu, you can change your controls at any point. I actually changed my controls so that my attack is on X and my display map is on B, because force of habit, like I kept wanting to use the whip on X and it just wasn't happening. So I'm like, stop bringing up the menu. So I ultimately just had to change it. Okay, that's another area where we're gonna need a bigger jump. We can get up here, or maybe we don't. Maybe we gotta push this down. Okay, yeah, we can push this. Interesting, there's no animation for it, though. Now, this was one of the Game Boy Advance Castlevanias I did not play at all. But looking forward to digging a little bit deeper into this one to see what it's all about. With the Castlevania series, you know, what was that? The story has always been, like, slightly convoluted, you know what I mean? Like, in some games you're playing as certain other characters, and... you know, you really do almost need to, like, read one of those, like, Castlevania wikis to kind of, like, see why you're playing as who you're playing as and what's going on exactly. Because the story just gets crazy as the games go on. Here's my little ability here. Oh, you jerk. I really littered this area with those little spear guys. They're pretty annoying. Hey, we got a thing. Obtained Ice Book. And heart max is up. Okay, a couple good upgrades there. So if we go into our menu, we now have a spell book. And if we turn that on, when combined with a sub-weapon, user can cast many ice spells. Okay, that's pretty cool. So now we have the book that flies around. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Why use anything else? Because we'll run out of magic power, of course. But that's a sweet upgrade, I gotta say. Love that. I have to deal with the... Can I hit him from here? Wow, it even goes down. Yeah, that's cool. I like it. Alright, so looking at the map, you can see we've picked up a portion of the map here. You can't see it, my head bubble here is kind of covering it, but we're at only 7.7% of the map unveiled. So we did pick up a portion of the map that's all grayed out there, so we're exploring that portion here. See if we can make it back without dying here. What do you guys say? Oh, bats. Where do we need to go? We just go in... We're just going down, I guess? We haven't gone down yet, that's the whole thing, right? Again, though, another Castlevania with great music. That's for damn sure. Okay, we got a heart, and we can, from here we can go either left or right. That room looks scary. There's $1. Oh, Medusa heads. Bane of most gamers' existence, right? Nice looking colorful tile set though, I gotta say. Very impressed with that. Oh, we got a fancy bandana. Very fancy. So at any point, you know, you could jump into your items. This works the same way in the first game that we have already played. I think we're gonna take one potion here. Put our health back up. Let's see, equip. We put on fancy bandana. Look at that. Very fancy. Yeah, okay, that's what I wanted to see. Defense goes up by 1 point. So nothing to write home about, but every little bit helps, right? Scary lava down there. What is this room? Oh my god. Can't see a thing. Oh, okay. I think I deserved that. Made a bad jump. I hesitated. Kind of want to keep my book, I think. Alright, so this guy does not have the slide available immediately, so I cannot grab it there and I can't go under there. That sucks. That's always been one of the most disappointing things about playing like a Metroidvania or Castlevania is like when you get to an area where you just like can't get past it because you're like, oh, I don't have the ability, but I traveled this whole way, you know. So what we're gonna do here, guys, we are going to go ahead and save again and jump into the next game. I think that gives you a good look at the second game. And we're gonna end that. I will come back here later. Let's jump into the third game, Arya Osaro. I think this might be the one that I played the least amount so far here. But, again, it is another really nice... Actually, maybe it's the one I played the most of. I don't know. I've already killed a boss. There's that. But the character in this one's a lot different. The character actually has a sword. No whip this time. But as you can see... Yeah, maybe we haven't played the most. This is the one we played the least for sure. But they already threw a boss at you, which was pretty cool. Because previously we had not seen any bosses. So, alright, so we got a save room here. We're not going to save. Is that already on the map? It is now. We're going to move on. We're going to go down first, I think. Oh my god, look at that thing. So it's interesting because you're playing as a guy with a sword. And normally you have that whip that has that length to it, right? And now we have a sword that, like, it's fine, but it doesn't reach like that whip does, you know? So it's a bit of a different style game. Attack using supersonic waves? I don't understand what that was. What did we just pick up? Gravekeeper back. Okay, so we picked up the backdash, by the way. So at any point, like, I think Symphony of the Night had this one too, where you could hit a button and they would just kind of like backdash behind or away from an enemy, right? But it just said I picked up something from a bat. What was that? Is it a soul set thing? Oh, I see. I haven't done any of this yet. So I throw spears. Nothing for blue. Okay, this I haven't gotten into yet. Oh, okay, so that's your up attack. So you permanently have an up attack. Okay, so, you know, in the other game where I was using the, you know, the book to cast spells and stuff, applying armor, falling speed slows down, jump speed jump distance increases. Okay, so this is kind of a different way to approach the abilities in the game. You actually are unlocking them through. Okay, that's kind of cool. Did not know that that was a thing in this. That's pretty sweet though. I like when games kind of do something a little bit different. Reminds me of when Nintendo came out with what was it, Link Between Worlds, and they changed up the way you get your abilities and your weapons and that kind of thing. Like, you just have to buy them or borrow them. If you found and they would tell you in the dungeon, like, hey, this dungeon uses this thing. It was kind of a cool idea, to be quite honest. All right, we're gonna go up. We'll hit this guy with a few spears. There we go. That guy with a few spears. Birds. The birds. Oh my god, what in the hell is that thing? A lion head and a wagon wheel? I'm sure that thing's been in Castlevania before, but I'm looking at it like, what? Okay, so we do have we definitely have a float. Okay, we gotta be able to make that jump. I'm just being like kind of chicken about it here. Oh god, we were like right there. So, with all three games, you know, you're getting a very similar experience from all three. You know, I feel like if you play one, you're gonna play the next one, you're gonna be able to fall right into it. This one feels the most different with the way the ability system is set up. Definitely not a bad thing. Definitely always like when, you know, developers will try something just a teeny bit different to change it up. I cannot make that jump. That is really annoying. That is really, really annoying. We're like right there. So we can't go up over there, we can't go that way. Over to the left, there's a way to go down. I mean, this just... Do I have to tap A to, like... Because you can tell my jump is definitely going further. No, that's not helping. Let's see here. Soul set. Takes using supersonic waves. I'm going to try the bat one here. Do I need to activate this, or is it a passive thing? Because it even says it has a time thing. Just can't tell if that's the guy's normal jump or what. Okay, so that's the bat thing. So now I kind of want to see. We're not gonna spend too much time on this just because. Let's back out. I just want to see what his jump looks like without the jump. To me, kind of looks the same. It does. Okay, so how do I activate the flying armor? Do I have to change? Is that it? Ah, there it is. Okay, I had to hold the right trigger button a bit. Die, weird thing. There we go. Get a level up there. And I figured out how to use the ability, so I feel a little bit better about myself now. I was kind of sitting there like, what am I doing wrong here? Now, what I should be doing, quite honestly, guys, is I should be going to the menu here. And you're going to be able to see control settings, gadget settings, like all this stuff. Encyclopedia. The information's probably in there. For those of you who are fans too, you can always change the wallpaper to be something different. Like if you wanted this on the side, you could use that. And you have screen settings too. I use the standard or the... Actually, I should change it to pixel perfect. I usually prefer that. And then... There were also... I guess this one may not have it. There were some screen settings where they actually had like some effects and stuff you could do on the screen. You know, like the CRT monitor stuff and all that kind of stuff. Which is cool. Okay. Jump distance is not going to work there. Oh. See there's our backdash there. That zombie soldier could barely reach us. Alright, and I think actually that is a good place to save here. Gives you guys a little look at that. Because we're having a long video here, guys. I want to check out the last game here for those of you who are fans of you know, old school Castlevania. You are represented here, which is pretty sweet. So, let's jump in. Dracula X. That old school Konami logo, man. That is nostalgia. Nostalgia overload. So obviously we can hit a new game, but with this game you can also do the saves, which is cool. So, here's stage 1. This one's got a pretty groovy soundtrack to it, but look at the difference in sprites compared to the other game. The other GBA games look good, but look how good this looks. And the music, my god. Whew. I feel like the Super Nintendo sprites and the music both outdo the GBA. I gotta be quite honest. Like, the GBA's fine, looks decent, but man, I mean, look at this and listen to that music. Like, this is just, this is just awesome. Takes me back. This game, obviously, like I sound like a broken record here. I have not played much of this either, but this was the one that actually, I haven't played much of this one either. We're going to jump into stage 2, which is where I got to. But you could do pixel perfect with the CRT filter if you so choose. I never use these filters because I'm not a fan, but it definitely makes it look like an old school TV. I have kind of grown out of that, so I don't care. I have been like, that might be fun for, you know, kids who didn't get to experience games that way, but for me personally, I'm good. All right, we're going to load where I left off here, which is... Did we have a boss battle here? I don't know what this save was. I think it might have been. Let's find out, shall we? Give you guys a taste of a boss battle from Dracula X. Another great game in the Castlevania franchise, though. As long as you guys are not, you don't mind going back and playing a bit of, you know, old school style Castlevania. There we go. We got Cerberus. Oh, and fire. Cerberus I was able to defeat. The one thing I will say, the interesting thing about the achievements in this pack is that they have achievements for all of the GBA games. And they do have some achievements for this game, but the achievements for the GBA games I feel like are much more robust. They have a lot of, like, you know, defeat this boss, do this, do that. This game is more like, do this really specific thing and do, you know what I mean? Oh no, I died! It's funny because the first time I took this guy on, I killed him the first time. Of course, bragging rights, right? But we'll jump into level 2 here just so you guys can see a different tile set. I have not finished this level just yet. I got through it partway and ended up dying. Was not doing too well. This one's got the cool, like, Gillman in it. Excellent looking sprites, man. Amazing sound design. Alright, this is the part that kept killing me. There you go. There you have it. Oh my god. Well, honestly, guys, I think that's a pretty good look at this package. since this is all this is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be a Let's Play. It's supposed to be my view on the game. But this Advance Collection, as I said at the start of the video, completely worth the money. You're getting 4 fantastic games for 20 bucks. Like, you can't beat that. And if you feel like waiting for a sale as well, you know, that's a great option too, because you're just going to get even more game for cheap. And yeah, but I recommend this even at like a full price, because you're getting other games that are like put it into a package where they'll put like maybe 1 game, maybe 2 games, and they'll be like 30 bucks. And you're like, okay, this is not a great value. But this is a really good value for a really good series of games here. This was, you know, Konami when Konami was, you know, a household brand for video games, you know. Nowadays, Konami's kind of, you know, but this is definitely part of their legacy that, you know, makes them, or shows you what made them the company they used to be, you know. But anyway, guys, Castlevania Advance Collection, definitely recommended at full price or other, for sure. But guys, just want to say thanks for watching. Of course, I'll see you all next time.